guys, and welcome back to another episode of Terra Tech. And on this episode, we are going to be playing on a new game, and the reason behind that basically is I got a new computer, I should say. Well, we did as a group because I'm going to be playing games for you guys, and you get to see the awesome graphics that we finally have on this thing. So if the sound's off a little bit or the video is off a little bit, let me know as soon as possible. I am going to make like 4 or 5 videos today, so it may be a while before I can fix any of the things. Hopefully there are not going to be a problem in that, because I've sat here for the last almost 3 hours just getting OBS to be where I need it to be, as well as the sound, and a lot of issues that are working with like a new computer as well as a new operating system, a new recording engine and stuff like that. So and then on top of that, Steam makes it incredibly difficult to find your saved games. Like, they store it in a different spot every single game that you play on Steam. So where you find one is not going to be the next one or the next one after that, and every single one is just jumbled up in all these different places. I found a few of them that I play on Steam. This is one that I could not find for the life of me. I have not wiped that computer. It's still there, so hopefully at some time we can go back and get that game. If you guys know where it's stored, definitely let me know that, so I can go get that game for us with our huge bot and continue on there. Now that we should be able to manage not to get too much lag, I hope. Definitely something interesting to see when we get to that. But we're going to go ahead and start a new game, guys, because one, I really want to start playing this game again. And we're not going to put Twitter on there now because I just don't have that information at my fingertips. So we're just going to go ahead and go in and start a new game. I will enter that stuff later on. So let's see. GSO-based deployment unit B57981J entering. Attention, payload failure on survey mission Alpha 74, and we never get to read any of that. Crash landing imminent. Initiate emergency salvage protocol. Brace. Oh my god, there is no way we could. I say that every single time. There's just no way you could survive that unless this thing is so incredibly strong. But later on they prove that it's not. Like, your thing gets hit a few times and it just blows up. But I guess maybe that's the reason why. Like, maybe it's cracked up to, crap, because it went through such an explosion like that just the slightest, little hit on them really destroys them. But it doesn't really explain why later on you can build a brand new one, from the payload studio. But then again, they do drop it from the sky, so maybe that's a thing. Maybe that's, they're doing just as much damage as you received coming in. But you would think that would be a pretty miserable way to, actually send stuff down to you, is to damage it so greatly that it's already damaged goods by the time it gets to you. So we're gonna go ahead and fire. Now, I'm not really going through the tutorial part where I show you guys how to do this. I've done it many times in other Let's Plays, and it is down here on the bottom. Basically, they're just telling you how to move forward. It's the arrow keys, the back and forward, and then you can fire with your gun, and you can also go into build mode, and that's going to be different for depending on what you set it up as. It always wants you to push the space bar. Like, no matter what you have set as your little thing, it's like it's bugged or something. I cannot hit this guy for the life of me. What is going on here? There we go. I'm going to actually go ahead and grab that weapon. It's going to help out a little bit. Oh, yes. Don't hit him too much, guys. When he starts flashing, that means he's going to explode. And you can see he actually does explode. He does damage to the blocks that are nearby. So if you keep firing, it's going to make him explode faster and with more, I don't know, like, it's giving him energy that then he uses to explode even in a bigger radius, which most of the time will destroy the blocks around you. And that sucks, because those are the ones you want to pick up. You want the pieces to be left as much as possible. So this is a solar generator, guys. This thing will absorb energy from the sun as long as the sun's out. This game does have a day and night cycle now. So as long as the energy is being absorbed, it can charge things up. And now you don't have anything to charge up with it until they give it to you. And I think they're about, there we go. They dropped it right on my head. These guys are mean. I don't know who they are up in the orbit, but they got a sick sense of humor, man. Dropping stuff on your head, or like if you're a cab, that's like your main body. That's where your little dudes are and hiding inside, I'm guessing. If they are little dudes, maybe this is an AI module. Maybe you're just a little computer or something like that. But if there's guys in there, that's one heck of a ride down. Like, you're not getting any cushion whatsoever. That's just, whoop, you're on the planet in a hard way. So you really don't want to lose these items. You don't want to lose any of your items, but these items you definitely don't want to lose. So you want to make sure they're as protected as possible. Now, this is definitely not the way to do it, but when you first start off, there's not a whole lot of options. You know, like you don't get to really defend your bot very well because you just have so little of. Oh crap, he's gonna blow. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Oh, he did some damage to us, guys. So remember, when they blow, they do damage, and if you're near them, that means they're doing damage to you. So now we can go ahead and pick this up. We'll go ahead and grab a few more of these little blocks. Actually, he didn't do any damage to us. That's nice. Now, there are some new items here, the GSO Storm Lantern. If you've never played this game before, like I said, there is a day and night cycle, but the big thing about picking these items up is if you've never discovered the item, pick it up, put it on your bot, and then toss it down if you don't want it. But as long as you pick the item up, it's considered discovered, and then therefore later on you can go ahead and buy that item from the payload studio terminal when you make cash by either killing mobs. These little guys who spawn will give you a little bit of cash after a while, and of course you can collect resources, and that will allow you to earn a little bit of cash as well. So there's several different ways you can do that, and we'll get into that as we get further into the game. Those of you who watched my earlier videos, you know all about that. It's nothing new. Now, if you come over here to this one, you can get that. But as soon as you get that one, what I've noticed is the other guy, the guy who runs from you, he won't actually run if you haven't gotten to the one they want you to go to. So I like to go to that one first because the guy who runs from you is a pain in the butt. And a lot of the time, well, I shouldn't say a lot of the time. One time, he managed to run so far away, I lost everything. I had to kill him, and it was just heartbreaking. Oh no, he's gonna run. He's gonna prove me a liar on this one. You are just one little sucky guy, man. I wish these things wouldn't run so quickly, because you can destroy your own goods. I mean, that is a possibility in there. Like I said, that's exactly what I did. Oh my god, dude. What is your issue? I know you don't want to get destroyed, but at least give this guy a weapon or something, That way he can fight back, and he doesn't say, I'm going to lose everything here. It's about to blow up right there on his back. Something I desperately wanted to... But again, it's not that big of a deal because you can buy all these in the payload terminal. So I guess, in the end of the day, it's perfectly fine. But you know what? I'm gonna move this weapon to the front. I don't know why I put it on the bottom. That one. Okay, let's see. This one's a little bit better at aiming at the guy and not your pieces. Like the one in the back pretty much shoots straight, and the one in the front right now, the gun that I have, it will target him for the most part if it can. If it's within his path, I'm gonna blow up everything of value on this thing. Try not to blow up anything. There we go. Come on, shoot him. Go. Okay, if he does not, holy crap, you better blow up. There we go. Whew, I thought we were gonna lose some stuff there. That's almost one of the worst ones we've done so far. He is either getting harder or I'm getting worse. It's a combination of the two, I'm sure, but that is not supposed to be that difficult. The last few times have really made that look hard. We're just gonna have to pop this out. I mean, that was just poor planning right there. And let's go ahead and pick this up as well, because we definitely need to repair. So let's go ahead and put these things down. Right now, really all I'm trying to do is keep as many of these wheels as possible, because later on you may get blocks and not enough wheels, or you may get too many wheels and not enough blocks. So if you can pick these things up when you don't need them, if you got the space, it's always good. Plus, you also have to remember, these things have to be destroyed before the blocks underneath them can be destroyed. So you can use that to your advantage. You could throw these wheels, these wheels on the outside of your really important blocks like that, and you could protect it from the sides. So, we want to do this so our bot's a little bit longer, but if you put them up here on the top, this is kind of what I'm talking about. You can put it all over it, except for on the very top of it, just around the edges. And that's going to protect your bot a little bit. And the bigger the wheel, obviously, the stronger it's going to be, and the more damage they're going to have to do to get through it. Your bot is kind of, very vulnerable from the top, but that's something you're going to be able to work on later on. So it's telling me it wants me to put the refinery down, but I'm not going to do that just yet. Mainly because as you put these pieces down, they will usually give you at least one other piece. And as you can see, space is a premium on the bot right now. It's not very easy to find space for the pieces we have, and that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to pick up the gun, but it does not want to let me do that. Let's move this up here. I'm not going to keep it there. That would just be horrible. Let's put this back here in the back, and then we will attach these wheels up here. because we're not going to be using that anytime soon. Okay, so where's the next smoke signal? I don't even see it. It has to be over here somewhere because they're not too far away from where I was at. Man, there's a little guy over here. You can see him speeding around over there. We could go over there and get some venture blocks, but I'm almost, too worried about losing what I have right now. Like, I want to go through the tutorial, get a base going, protect it, find a nice spot for it, basically, and, go off and get our plane, because I think our plane is going to be really, really cool to kind of experiment with on this one. I kind of experimented with it on some of the other earlier playthroughs we were doing while we were waiting for the new patch, which apparently is not coming anytime soon. Like, every time we keep waiting for it, they take their time on it. When we're not waiting for the patch, they come out with one like every day. I mean, it's ridiculous how fast they come out with theirs in a good way. Like, that's a positive, but it's just kind of weird that I don't even have to kill that guy. From what I've been told, if you don't kill that guy right now, somebody else will, or they will, but they won't spawn in his place right away. So what you can do is use that to kind of build up a nice little buffer zone, so that your area, your base, is kind of protected a little bit more than maybe it would be otherwise. So, because these guys will just keep spawning in certain areas, and it's kind of, I won't say annoying, but it does get very, very dangerous at times because of that. So I'm going to leave that guy alone, and we're going to come up here and see what's over this area. Now you can see there's something there. I think that's a base. Oh yeah, it's a base. Grab your refine. And it's a bot too, so we're going to have to catch that bot. Okay, let's run over there and see what we can get off of this guy. Hopefully we can kind of sneak up on him. And of course he puts the pieces that we really, really want, on the front of his bot, so that we have to go through them to get to him. So that kind of sucks. There we go. There we go. Come on. No. Man, we are attacking the wrong pieces there way too much. Okay. Oh, great. That fell off. Now I can attack. Come on. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that was horrible. What was I thinking? I forgot to put blocks in the front. It's been too long since we played, guys. That is like basic 101, and he's going to blow stuff up. Little punk. Little punk guy. Come on, blow up. Oh, he's about to blow up. Don't destroy anything. Okay, I don't believe he didn't blow anything up of value. In fact, let me put this on, so now we have access to that, which we may have already. They do give you a few of these pieces, like I said, right off the bat. Let's go ahead and move some blocks around. I'm not going to keep it like this, but I am going to take this block out in the center, which will give me a chance to put this down here. I'll go ahead and start putting some wheels on. These pieces can, despawn. We are going to put some pieces in here. Oh, crap, there's an enemy coming? No? Oh, okay. Whew. Holy crap, that scared the crap out of me, guys. I thought we were about to lose everything that we just got here, because some guy with like 2 weapons was going to come over here and spank us, because we don't have any room for weapons. Well, we do have a room, but we just didn't have them on here. And then I would have to find them and put them on in time, and that probably wasn't going to happen. So we're going to pick up the most valuable pieces first, just in case we do get attacked. We can make a run for it, and hopefully not have too hard of a time. Let's go ahead and pick this one up. You know what you can do is you can grab these little blocks right here. In fact, they are called plume bile ore, basically, and you can use this to put in here. And with 2 of these, you can make up another block. You'll see right there, that's the recipe for this block. And if you hover over the fabricator, it's a 2-slot fabricator, it will have the recipes down here. You can scroll down, and anything that you've discovered will be added to this automatically. So that's very, very cool that you can do that. There's a few recipes still not in the game, but for the most part, they were adding them fairly quickly. So that's not too much of a thing to worry about. We're going to go ahead and put this down. This is a tractor pad, a GSO thimble tractor pad. Standard issue GSO tractor pad for transporting up to 3 resources to the desired location. So as you can see, when I drag this over here, and we could just back up if we wanted to, but I don't want to at the moment, it will automatically pick it up and drag it over here, and it will go down the list until it finds where it needs to go. Now this thing right here is a 1-slot refinery, so it will take the base components like the wood and turn it into these capsules over here that can be used in other things. Now the base components can also be used, so you don't just want to change everything. You want to experiment with it and try out different things. Let's see, we got a couple more weapons over here. So let's, and make sure, guys, make sure absolutely that you protect every piece of your bot. Don't just put all your weapons facing forward. We do need to actually put a block up here, so let's do that real quick. We're going to do more than that eventually here, but we need to put at least one there. In fact, we'll put the drill back because, again, like I said, they will have to bust through that before they can get to that other block, which gives my guy a little bit more leeway in his safety. Let's put this back here. Where are we going to put this? We'll put that back right there, and then we'll add a will. And like I said, the music that they're adding right there for combat, really not combat. It's just him showing up and saying, "Hey, I'm here. I'm gonna attack you. Oh wait, I don't have any weapons. Better luck next time, right?" So, yeah, he's gonna be a little annoyance as far as like the music goes. But other than that, not something I'm gonna worry about. So where are we gonna go? We're gonna go over to the next smoke signal, and those are all pieces of your bot that pretty much scattered over the terrain as you blew up, and somehow they survived as well. I'm really surprised your spaceship blew up in the first place, since everything you own is pretty much indestructible. So if you can make items like that, maybe it's just super expensive, so they only do it for like the really important pieces, and everything else just gets like the basic treatment. Now there is a guy over here. Is he part of what we're doing? I don't think he is, but we might be able to hit him from here. You can see he's kind of firing at us as well. Let's see if we can get to him. He's pretty big, guys, and he's gonna have some decent stuff for us, I bet. So let's see if we can take him out. Come on. Yes, 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 come on. Come on, come on, come on. Oh my god, no. Come on, you can kill him. You can do it. You can do it. Okay, so we got his weapons. He only has one more left. Okay, so we can grab that weapon, put it on real quick. Let's see, can we grab the other one? Where is it? And we'll have another one over here we can stick on there. Let's see, what else do we have? No, that's it for now. You know what? I'm not actually going to destroy them at this moment. I'm going to put down our repair bot because I don't want to lose the pieces we got. Oh, you know what? We don't have any friggin' sun. I told you, right, guys? Remember, it only repairs in the sun. Oh, crap. Okay, so we can pick these things up. What are they? Oh, they're for making the pieces so that you can get new. Oh crap! We gotta back up, back up, back up, back up. Oh man, we wanted some of that. Okay, we haven't discovered this piece. Though that light, the lights that you can get off of these guys, that's what these little ore pieces are made from. And if we drag it up here, it should go ahead and be transformed into another version of itself. And it's actually just made a new item there, guys. We got a light, and you can see just how much it gives off. If I put it back here, in fact, let me move this tire, and I will turn the light around to face towards the back or the side, and you can see just how much light that gives off. It's pretty cool. Now, I haven't used the light too much in this game because it does add a fair bit of lag to the game. Though now, with all the resources we have, I don't think it's going to be too big of a deal. That guy is still chasing after it, but I have to give it to him. He is hard. He is hard, even if he is one of the stupidest guys in the game, because, come on, you have no weapons and you're going to go chasing after somebody? Holy crap, you got determination. So I'm going to... Oh, that actually looks cool. I like that. And it gives a little bit more protection, so I think that's a pretty good method. I've never really tried that in the past, again, simply because they were a nightmare on the lag. But holy crap, that's going to be good. I'm going to like that. Okay, where do we want to put these other wheels? And the big wheels should both be in the front and the back. It will allow your bot to get over stuff. I'm not going to change it at the moment. I don't really think we need to concentrate on that too much at the moment, to be honest. But let's see. No, I guess we got to put that back. I was gonna see if I can put something there in its place, like this block over here, which I guess I could. Yeah, I keep tossing and turning on that one. Now we're not gonna keep this on the back, simply because you will get stuck on the hills if you have too much in the front and too much in the back. And these drills are really, really good for destroying resources. You got to remember, when you destroy resources, whether it's with your weapons or with those drills. Actually, it's only with the weapons, guys. If you destroy the resources, you have a chance at destroying the resources. If you see right here, if I shoot it, if I shoot those resources, if I can get my weapons to hit it just right, they will destroy it. And there you go. You get 4 out of each one as well. Something just like they just spawned over here. These pieces of of wood. So, like, they just got destroyed by something, and there's no way they could have gotten destroyed because I'm nowhere near it. Was that just like a little bug, or did that thing just spontaneously catch on fire and combust right there before my eyes? I'm not sure on that one. So we will put this stuff down on the ground. I'm just looking around for a nice, secure place. We also have this thing right here in front of us. Let's kill this guy. And I believe, oh yeah, he got the payload terminal studio. Let's back up a little bit because he's about to blow up. No, get away, get away. There we go. Woo! He was doing a kamikaze. He knew he was gonna blow up, and decided that you know, he's gonna take us out with him. Let's go ahead and pick this sucker up. Yeah, put that back there. One of the most useful items you will get in this game, guys. That payload studio terminal right there. I use that thing all the time. It is a lifesaver, and it really makes this game possible in a lot of dangerous and you know, off-putting zones that you can go to. They're not zones, but areas, because holy crap, this game can be so dangerous when it wants to be, and a lot of the time it wants to be. So that's definitely a thing. Let's go ahead and put this down. Hopefully, yep, it's daylight. So again, this little radius, this little repair bubble has a radius to it, and it will only repair the stuff within it. So it does get a little difficult to repair your bot as it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. The plus side to that is, if you get the right pieces, batteries, wireless charger, you know, repair bubble, you can actually take the repair bubble, put it on your bot, and it will repair your bot as you drive around, as long as you have enough energy. Now, the energy part is the catch, and it can be pretty tough to acquire enough energy once you start adding, you know, 10, 15, 20 of those repair bubbles on there. And, you know, I'm saying, you know, 10 or 15, you're like, holy crap, why would you ever need that many? Well, when you get to a certain stage, you can actually start creating your own base bots. And that, by base bot, I mean all the pieces we have right now are our base, and we're carrying them around with us, which again is incredibly dangerous, because if you die, those pieces are lost, and if you lose your base, the game might be over for you. It is very, very hard to come back from a base being destroyed. Like, there's the base is what oh no, we don't want to destroy that guy. The base is what you need to actually you know, begin doing things. Like, you can't replace any pieces unless you have the terminal. You can't build any pieces unless you have the factories and the fabricators and things of that sort. So without all of that stuff, you're really just, you have to start over. And so you don't really want to take that with you at the very beginning, but later on in the game you definitely can. Okay, I think this is all of our pieces now. Let's see, where do we want to start? Ooh. Now, any resources you find will regrow itself. The only one that I know that has the exception to it, and it's not really the biggest exception, but there is some to it, is this green stuff right here, this erudite outcrop. It's really expensive, so you can make a lot of money off of it. And I like this little area because it seems to have everything we're looking for, or pretty much. I mean, it doesn't have every resource in the game, but this is the tightest cropping of resources I've ever seen in all the times we've ever played. Some of the playthroughs, I've gotten crap as a starting place that has just no resources whatsoever. This place seems like we got a fair bit, so we're gonna go ahead and put some of this stuff down. Now, we anchored the, oh, it wants us to do it in order, huh? Okay, well, we can do that. Let's see, the refinery. We'll go ahead and put the refinery down here. It is a block that can be anchored to the ground. As you can see, when you put it over the ground, a little stand will pop out from the bottom of it. And if you put it over here, like, you can see the stand becoming a little bit more prominent and a little bit shorter over here. That means it will be anchored to the ground. If I drag a block like this, this repair bubble, it just rolls around. It's not anchored to anything. It's just there, and eventually it will despawn. The blocks that are anchored to the ground will not despawn unless they're destroyed or knocked off of their perch, and then, you know, despawn because they're just rolling around on the ground. But we're gonna go ahead and put that down. A GSO 1-slot refinery. It's gonna, oh, a good receiver. Okay, so the receiver is a pretty cool item. What it will do is, it's almost like the tractor pad, except there's no weight added from it. So if there's something nearby, it has to be close enough, as you can see, and boom, it will go ahead and pick it up and then move it into the refinery. From the refinery, so it says, and now I need to pick up my fabricator. Oh, you got your fabricator. Anchor it to the ground. Okay, well, I guess we can do that. I don't think it's gonna knock anything off. Let's go ahead and put this again. It can be anchored to the ground, or it can be attached to something that is already anchored and become part of the hole right there. And I think that's what we're going to do right here. So great. There should be some conveyors around here somewhere, and of course they're going to drop some here right on your head. Wow. They, like I said, they are mean guys. Why would they want to do that? It's nuts. Okay, and they're going to drop another one. Now these conveyors will actually take the resources, kind of like you see over here. In fact, let's move this down a little bit. And you can see it's taking the resources right there and moving it from one to the other. And it will continue to go down that area all the way down as far as you put the conveyors. So it's kind of a useful item to have. And there's, as far as I know, there's no weight implied by having stuff on your conveyor. I think it's something like 10 or 15 items on each conveyor max. So it does get really, really crowded up there fairly quickly. Let's see, we'll put some more stuff over here. And you'll watch how the little, actually, they've already recycled it. They're not recycled, but let's see, we can put that in there. It's going to go down the list. Now it's going to be fabricated into some of this oil, this jelly right here. And it's going to go back and forth. Now the items will sit in this this little 2-slot fabricator until the right items come up here. Now, when an item falls in there, it may not be the right item. You may have other items that want to be in there, but as long as that one is in there, it's going to keep trying to use that first one to make a recipe. So you do want to take some of that stuff off. Nice, you dealt with the burglar well. You can see the whole thing's going down at the bottom. You're welcome to read that if you want. I've read it, like I said, several times already, so I'm sure most of you are not wanting to hear that again. Okay, so we need to put down the terminal now. Again, one of the best items in the game. You want to make sure you put this place or somewhere really, really safe, because this is the one thing you really don't want to lose. But you also do have to be within range of it nowadays. Didn't used to be. I could probably do it from here or even further away. Now you have to be kind of close to it, so make sure either you move it around or you have it able to be moved around, I should say. And all you got to do is walk up to it and hit the right button over the item itself, and it will open up this window right here. You can buy any of the blocks that you've discovered, including the ones that they give you right off the bat, and you can see the prices: 400, 1200. We have 1600 right now, or yeah, 1600, which means we could buy one GSO ZK-47 light machine gun. So they are really, really expensive to make, or not to make, but to buy, and really cheap if you make it yourself. So I would highly suggest, when it comes to weapons, you go ahead and make this stuff. If you can make any of this stuff, I would suggest making it. But some of the more sophisticated stuff, like the GSO Cosmonaut Sab, it's going to be a somewhat long time before you find the right pieces to be able to do that, because it does require some tech before you can even make the pieces that you need to make that thing. So that's something you need to look at. These GSO rotating anchors you get right off the bat, you can put these things on the ground, and basically they anchor to the ground, allow whatever's sitting on top of them to swivel in a 360-degree angle. If you put down a GSO cab or a one of those AI modules, you can use that to, and then attach some weapons on the side of it, and you can use that to protect your base. It's basically like a sentry turret. It will attack things on their own. Now, up here in the top right corner, you have different tabs you can go to. These are the different companies. GSO are medium blocks. I say medium by they're not heavy and they're not lightweight. They're not strong, but they're not weak. They're right in the middle. They're like the humans of MMOs. Venture blocks, on the other hand, are lightweight but incredibly weak. They do have some pretty good weapons, though. Not too bad, but again, really, really weak ones as far as strength of structure. They will get destroyed so quickly if you're not very careful with them, but incredibly fast. I can kid you not, guys. They are so difficult to control until you put a little bit of weight on them. I've never really seen anybody able to handle them effectively at that small stage, but very, very good blocks to have. And then you have the Geocore ones, which are incredibly heavy and incredibly strong, including, I hate to say incredibly again, but they are incredibly big. They are huge blocks. The only downside to them, again, is they're really, really heavy. And so therefore, you're going to go a lot slower. You're going to need even bigger wheels. So if you get the blocks and you don't have these wheels, you're just really not going to be able to use them. It's just not going to work for you. But that's pretty much the three companies, and it's the in-game stuff that you can get. Because once you start getting bigger and bigger blocks, great, you got the delivery cannon is anchored. Okay, here they go. They're still delivering stuff. So we're going to go ahead and put down another one of these things. Oops, not quite right. Attach the receiver. Oh, it wants me to attach it directly to the one block that it wanted me to. Okay. It looks like you found all your base bomb. It would be a good plan to collect them all in one place. Okay, so we've done that now. Then you could start exploring more of the planet. Now, the thing to remember, guys, hunt down some enemy bases and see how many blocks you can find. Well, okay. We're going to move this in here. I'm going to take that with me right now. It may be a stupid decision, but I think ultimately that's going to help us out. Now, I really shouldn't be destroying my base, or at least the area around my base, because I need that here to protect it from the enemies. But I'm going to go ahead and pick up a few of these resources. In fact, I can't, can I? Yeah, 3 resources apiece. That's thankfully we're right here, because that would take all day. So I can actually pick these up with my cursor and drag them over to the side, which is exactly what we're going to do. In fact, what we're going to do now, guys, is we're going to end the episode, and on the next one, this is where we're going to start up crafting. So I'm going to put this stuff right here, and on the next episode, that is going to be pretty cool because I want to show you guys a lot of the recipes and things that you can put in there to do this stuff. But again, guys, if you do enjoy this series, if you enjoy these episodes, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. It greatly affects my channel and the rating and what companies will allow me to review and games that I can play. And some of the games that I've been wanting to play, I have been told no on some of them because I'm just not big enough. So if you guys want to see more content of newer games and stuff like that, definitely hit those buttons. It helps me out a whole bunch. Again, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to leave those comments down below, and I will catch you all next time.